Me James Bar. This is SpongeGar. Cosmic Shake.
Whoa!
You tell it, horse.
Yeah.
I was like, that wrong portal.
Yeah, wrong portal. That's what took us to rock bottom. We want to go through here because now it's time to go to the prehistoric period of the Kelp forest.
Ooh
I wonder
boy.
who we're gonna save. Oh Lord.
We're going to be saving someone who we probably should have saved a little bit sooner. We're going to be saving our bestest friend of the whole wide world. Oh, wait a minute. This is cool.
I knew this wasn't the right portal in the last time.
Wow.
Her, change the channel.
But I do like that detail. Like every time you revisit a world, you do get a little narration from the usual French narrator telling you of your adventures coming back into it.
Okay.
Now you see, James did that on purpose just so he could show off that detail. Totally intentional.
All according
Totally, 100%.
I know that things are getting back to normal, but
I think it's up there to the upper right, actually. Like if you go up back to the left, and I think it's that portal up there.
Well, why don't you follow like the flag icons that were showing up?
There's multiple of them.
Yeah, I want to say that this is what we. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So wow, we're finally remembering Squidward.
Yep. Now we get to say Squidward.
I like that. It's like
your two favorite people are coming to save you.
Wait, who are they?
Although there is a little bit of a snafu in our trip to the caveman period.
oh,
Manaka.
they've been cavemanified in the brains.
And
Yep.
somehow the balloon has arm hair now.
Well, I mean, did you see the freaking wrinkles that balloon had in that one very obnoxious close-up?
It still makes no sense that it did that. And... What?
Need fire.
Fwee fwee?
Mega
There you go.
fwee.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised you guys actually remembered some of those lines that they actually said during that whole short.
I only remember only remember Fwee Fwee because it was like, you know, that was like the big like conflict of the whole like episode.
Fwee fwee, no!
As well as that, and then there's the it's like Squidward saying something like yeah, SpongeBob pack on nah,
nah,
it's like,
Dumbo.
nah Dumbo. And of course the fact that Patrick was my mood to a T because everything tastes better with a little salt on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh!
Like the only other thing I remember aside from that are like some of the names like a SpongeGar, Patar, and Squawk.
Squawk!
Squawk!
Also native to the Jurassic period, we got
boy.
sea bears.
Prehistoric
Hey.
sea bears.
Oh yeah, and the little money.
Yeah, and the crabars.
Yeah, Krabs' ancestors, which if you latch on, they can latch onto you and slow you down, and that led to one interesting little glitch I encountered, where they wouldn't, I couldn't shake them off no matter what. So that was annoying.
The clarinet.
Squawk's clarinet.
No, it's Squog.
Well, no, they're looking for Squidward, not Squawk. Oh. Banuka.
Cash Banuka. No, go find him.
You ever wonder if that was actually intentional?
I
Probably
doubt it was
not.
intentional. The Wacko and Jess Harnell making a remark to Crash, that was intentional. And
Oh yeah, honestly, I thought that was just really cute. And I love my friend Mark did an animation of Crash reciting that same line.
Oh yeah, no, that was really well done.
Also, I gotta be real with you, James. I have, for the most part, have not been too big of a fan of how this game has, in universe, been trying to explain how SpongeBob gets these new abilities.
Yeah, no, a lot of them just kind of like they just give them to you right then and there without much fanfare.
Oh boy.
Whoa! His little hands.
So we're not exactly fighting bullworms per se, but this thing is probably the closest equivalent to that. And this time, and for these bad boys, you do need the Super Slam in order to unearth them.
Gotcha.
Okay. But no, just I don't know, like.
Well, actually, you don't even need that. Like, you can just do a regular ground pound, and that'll do just the trick.
Oh, okay.
Well, what exactly is like the difference between, like you said, like the Super Slam? Like, how's that different from the Ground Pound again, or am I getting confused with something else?
Well, the Super Slam does cover more ground, which is very helpful for breaking more Tiki crates all at once. And also, you do need them to break certain switches.
And you press a different button to activate it in the air.
Right.
Okay,
Well, no. You do it the same way. You just, in order to do the super slam, you gotta do a double jump first.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, honestly, think of it not unlike Patrick's whole, like, star-shaped slam move in Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Oh, yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Another thing SpongeBob inherited from his dear old friends.
But, like, I don't know, like, in other things, like, even Rehydrated, either there was a cutscene or something that actually connected the dots. That's the tricky thing is, we just had that cutscene, careful, we just had that cutscene of the two of them landing and finding, and learning that Squidward is still alive, but, like, at some point in that cutscene, in that exact same cutscene, that would have been the perfect time to be like, "Oh, SpongeBob, we've now just learned that you can also do a super slam if you're careful enough." And bam,
Honestly,
you've officially connected the dots, and now it doesn't seem as odd or just out of left wing that SpongeBob just remembered he could do this.
Honestly, I don't have as big of a problem with that. My only problem with the Super Slam is that, like, since you already have, like, a ground pound, it does seem a little bit redundant because, like, why couldn't you just, like, give the regular ground pound those properties instead of just having, like, oh, we have one ground pound and then a slightly stronger ground pound?
Well, I mean, the big difference is that the Super Slam is stronger, but it's also slower. So take that for what you will.
Okay, but it does, and as we saw, yes, it does also have a dare you go for it?
SpongeBob, go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So, I think that's now the second time we've seen it where, I know, yeah, definitely the second time we've seen it now where, it looks like those golden spatulas are actually designed for you to be using that cool little tech of yours to roll and then jump afterwards to get a little extra oomph. Like the developers knew about that.
Pretty much.
It's a monkey.
Where the monkeys at?
No, I was just saying, like, the roll maneuver, like Patrick was just saying, like, just like a monkey.
Oh, I thought you were I thought you were referring to the I thought you were referring to the giant seahorse skeleton in the wall.
Oh no, that's clearly a giraffe.
And clearly, in the minute that just the instantaneous thing that just went into my head was, could you imagine SpongeBob? One seahorse just finding another seahorse and just making it work.
Patrick would be the kind of person amused by that.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Like, if a seahorse can get it on with only that much time to live, do you think there's hope for me?
I'm sorry, Patrick. Were you saying something?
Okay. Now that we've been seeing a number of these, I forget if I'd already asked the question, and apologies, but James, have we been to, or what would you say is your favorite level in this game?
My favorite level in this game? You know what? That's honestly a good question. I'd probably say the next one's pretty good for what it's worth. But other than that, I'd really have to think on that because I can't think of any that's really that much better or worse than the other.
Fair enough.
Let's see. I'll say out of the ones that I've seen so far, I think I'm kind of going back and forth between either the Western world or the pirate world, because they both seem like they have like a healthy amount of, like, you know, variety in terms of like its platforming and like visuals you get to see.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What was it? Yeah, I think offhand I know for a fact that I think offhand my least favorite was Hollywood, just because there wasn't really a lot to it.
Well, Hollywood was like the most repetitive of them in terms of what they made you do.
Well, and then, like, I think Hollywood would have been so much cooler if they did the okay, not to call it a trope, but it's what it is. I think the Hollywood stage would have been a lot cooler if they did the trope of having you, like, while you're in Hollywood, the big movie studio, jumping between different sets and thus different, like, environments and themes as you're moving around, and not just sticking to the one karate city.
Yeah,
it's the city.
Though, speaking of the squid...
Oh boy. Come on, Squidward, you're better than that. You literally invented the sport.
Hey! Well,
so, thinking back on it, the whole thing of having Squidward be put in this whole environment does seem kind of weird, considering didn't SpongeBob wish for his art to be more so appreciated?
Well, maybe that's why he's being kidnapped by that tribe, so they can worship his art.
Is that our Squidward?
Oh,
definitely our Squidward. Yep, definitely our Squidward. Okay. How to use the rolling rock.
Jump on it, and then if you ever want to get off, press that button.
Okay, so
and you're good to go.
Away!
Here we go.
But oh. Bless you.
Now watch and be amazed as we travel across the molten mozzarella.
Oh yeah, it kind of looks more like just... It looks more like just a melted American cheese than mozzarella.
Wait
Whoa.
for me!
Oh my gosh, can you actually do this?
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, because
Oh,
oops.
I have.
Yeah, because it's like mozzarella, it's a bit more white, whereas there's definitely a lot of yellow here, so I think it's more American, or maybe cheddar.
This is like that. This is like that stuff that the Kraft American, the Kraft macaroni cheese dino kept surfing around in.
Right.
You know what? Maybe if not that, then maybe it'd be more so like I don't know. What am I thinking of? Marinara.
Well, no, marinara is just pizza sauce, so it would just be
definitely
red.
like, well, definitely like fondue
Well, I
or
mean,
nacho
we're
cheese.
clearly traveling something red.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll say maybe it's something that it's not quite showing up on our display, but our display looks very yellow and orange.
Yeah.
Whoa. But if it's red, then
Well, red-ish. Jeez,
Oh, yeah.
jeez. It's man. It's like when you keep on saying that they conquer being a red squirrel is such an inaccuracy.
that is fair. That is fair. How do we get rid of that guy? One jellyfish is not enough.
Nope, we need 15 of them. There, no names.
No name. Well, actually, no, wait. He does have a name now. It's Fred, remember?
What? The blue
Yeah, because at the end of the
jellyfish
episode, it's like,
I'll call you Fred.
named Fred.
Fred.
I heard Fred. He was like, no, we already have a Fred.
Yeah, he keeps complaining about his leg, don't you know?
Shut it, Fred!
I do still like that bit, even if I don't really can't keep up all that much with modern day SpongeBob.
That's fine. I mean, it shows that
I-
there's at least a self-awareness to it.
I really am only going off of what I've seen in there we go. Sorry.
Are all the jellies we need just around this lava, or are there any on, like, the island bits that we need? Oh, I guess that's nice.
I think some of them are on the islands, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, boy.
Wait for SpongeGar!
Please
Oh,
land it.
that was
Okay.
close.
But no, what was I gonna say? It's like it's like I know a bit about modern SpongeBob from like I know what I've seen in like mostly clips, like other like little things such as SpongeBob in slow motion trying to warn Mr. Krabs about the thing. in the pen.
Look out!
There's that, and I mean, the one thing I'm most familiar with is when Patrick is all like, "This, sir, is preposterous!
He just-
I demand immediate restitution!"
And he just
Takes
puts on
on- puts on a
gloves
little
just to
glove.
take off one of them and slap the guy.
There's that, and of course if my friend SpongeBob doesn't get his free lunch,
Things are gonna get
crazy. Just that little
Like just the stank he put on that entire performance.
that was
beautiful.
and that was a zoom in done well with just the just the tense of the eye.
Let me
Oh,
see.
and I mean, okay, and I didn't see anything of the episode. Did not see a thing. By the way, let's use a combined. He's using his nose to do that thing like from that one. But man, I'm such a
Right.
nerd.
Oh, boy.
Wake the thing up. There you go.
And there you go. The pathway is open to us.
Now,
Thank
what
goodness
episode were you about to bring up?
The big anniversary where they brought in all of the actors to play live action representations of themselves in the real
Oh,
world.
right, that. I do remember, like, bits of that, and I think one bit, I don't know how new it is compared to the other episodes, but there was this one episode where Plankton was trying to, like, I think coerce a secret out of Gary, and he dressed up as a Girl Scout and put on a voice that I don't really get to hear Doug put on too often.
Huh. And then I remember, it was another freaking, what was it? It was another Christmas episode, where they went to the North Pole, met an elf that the internet did not shut up about for about a week, and then also gave us Patchy the Pirate in animation form.
Right.
That I definitely remember from it. Which I mean, hey, nice to see the guy finally get his debut in an animated episode.
Yeah,
Though
that's
rest in
amusing.
peace rest in peace to Potty, which I forget if they used archive clips for that.
Oh, no,
episode or not.
no, that was actually Doug Lawrence filling in.
Oh, interesting.
Let's see what this says. Oh, it's just for. Oh, that won't be invented for another couple centuries.
A reef blower.
I was actually gonna say, now that you were using your nose to like lure the jellyfish or whatever, at least it didn't end in a freaking Billy and Mandy kind of ending where he had to
How
like.
long was I gone?
And it's just like it's just supposed to be a bad ending. Like that was supposed to be the what? The... Oh,
You may be wondering what just happened between then and now.
That's what SpongeBob has to think about the situation.
Yeah, I don't.
It's pretty
like...
funny with the angry eyebrows.
It kind of does, actually.
I mean, I guess, but it's just that, like...
It's an Ed.
Like-
It's Ed. It's Ed. Ed. Sorry.
Okay, you know what? I'll accept it under that context, but in any other
Like
instance...
toast.
Yeah, like, I'll accept it with that very specific context, but just in general, it's like... I've never even seen the episode it came from, but I kind of hate that visual and just how much people are now insistent that it becomes, like, iconic SpongeBob iconography.
Well, it's because typically the way that it's used in the meme and those guys' aim suck. Their aim sucks, I should say. The problem, I think, is that the usage of that face is meant to be... It's not meant to be funny. It's meant to literally just be nothing but derogatory to whoever it's being aimed at. Like, oh, you gotta do this and this. Like, it's just meant for... It's meant for nothing but pure mocking. It's like that thing. It's like that thing that children would do, where it's like, "Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Cut it out. Cut it out." And it's just like, there's nothing that contributes besides just, I want to be a dick to you, Steven, right now.
Exactly. Why be a dick to me specifically? What did I ever do to you, aside from my numerous Sonic opinions that make people dislike me?
Well, I do still remember you kind of, or you know,
Whoa.
no, it should be more so that I think Logan might still be mad at you for talking back on him as the Ladder King.
The letter.
The
Oh,
Ladder King. Sorry, hey, give me some respect. No, actually, I was not distressed, but I was disappointed earlier today.
oh,
Why?
okay.
So
You go first. My thing can come after you.
So I was disappointed because... So apparently, because I've been watching Ordinary Sausage and I've been checking out all these cool things. And,
You probably should have glided.
can you glide after one of those, or can you not?
It didn't look like it could.
Okay, well, it looks
But
like
thankfully
it's
the
right here.
checkpoint's
So
right there.
Yeah.
let's do it again! Oh, I see. You just had to delay the double jump. And nice. Your reward is... more...
Another double.
Oh, hey, okay, I was going to say, if it's just jelly... No, okay, we just need one more, we'll get those costumes.
Ooh. Ow.
I'm okay.
Okay, awesome. Anyway, no, so I was disappointed because I was watching Ordinary Sausage, and one of the new sausages that he was doing was apparently from it's an old sandwich called the Fool's Gold Loaf sandwich, aka the Elvis sandwich, which was it was basically a sandwich that Elvis was famous for having, particularly towards the latter half when he was very heavy set. But it looks actually really good. It's basically a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with bacon in it.
That's intriguing.
And but since bacon typically can go with pretty sweet things like, you know, pancakes and syrup, or, you know, candied bacon or maple bacon, all that stuff. Apparently it's like really good, and I actually want to give it a shot at some point when I get off this diet.
Tommy could have been a little better there.
When I get off this diet, but no. So I was watching. It's like
Whoa.
he's going through all the ingredients.
Wait.
Oh, you made it to the checkpoint.
Hey, thanks, developers. I mean,
And it's just one. And it's just that one
SpongeBob
guy
happy.
gives that thumbs up of yeah. But no, so he's going through the ingredients of the sandwich. Like, all right, you do peanut butter. Yep. Grape jelly. No. So close.
You were not amused by him being a supporter of the grapes?
Well, apparently that is the grape. Apparently that is the official jelly that Elvis had the most of, was grape jelly.
Was it a specific brand of grape jelly?
I have no clue. It was way old ago. You know, I'm gonna look that up actually. But for now, while I'm looking that
I mean, I
up,
wouldn't be surprised if it was probably actually, was Smuckers even around?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Smuckers was around.
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, so Fool's Gold Loaf is a sandwich. Okay, I'm realizing this is getting way off topic. First of all, I will cover this later after Hype does his thing. What was the thing you were going to talk about, Hype, when we were talking about?
The reason I wanted to wait is because it was technically unrelated to the whole sandwich tangent, but just when you were talking about the Ladder King, it just made me realize, like, because I usually like to show that clip to people whenever I talk about James's channel. Later tonight, I'm tempted to show MB that because I feel like she would get a laugh out of the laugh that we got out of that.
That was probably one of our
was
wilder moments of just what are we doing?
All over chicken feed and ladders.
Chicken feed.
Well, I don't know if it was
pigs
just.
roll
I don't know
around
if it was chicken feet specifically. Just the art of chickening.
Well, yeah, no, it's just the whole chicken stories and stuff.
The art of chicken in, what I thought of it, and then again, that was us late into the evening, just spitballing. Where do we go?
Up there.
I have no idea how to get up there. Oh, you know what? I know what I did wrong. I'm missing that guy. Come here, you.
I didn't think they would consider him part of the group. There it is.
You're well out of your group, buddy.
It's like he's the
I know. You see, I'm the loner. I like to be alone sometimes.
Alright, so I'm looking it up. Let's see. So, Fool's Gold Loaf. It was a sandwich made by the Colorado Mine Company, a restaurant in Denver, Colorado. Consists of a single warmed, hollowed-out loaf of bread, just the entire loaf, with the contents of with the contents of 1 jar of creamy peanut butter put into it, 1 jar of grape jelly, and a pound of bacon, just woof, all in there.
Just a single pound.
Yep.
Wow.
Then go ahead.
No, I'm just amazed by I thought it was just a simple sandwich with 2 slices of bread and the stuff in it. I didn't know they hollowed out an entire loaf.
Oh yeah, no, basically, literally that's what they're doing is, because they realize there'd be no way to fit that much peanut butter and jelly into the thing, you literally, it's like you take a loaf of, French bread or something, and you hollow it out so it becomes, 2 halves of a canoe, and then you put all the peanut butter into one, all the grape jelly into another, bacon in the middle, bam. And supposedly...
sheesh, no wonder Elvis put on all that weight.
Yeah. So according to this, the sandwich's connection to the singer Elvis Presley is why it is why it is legendary and has prolonged interest. See that? I will say this is some pretty advanced platforming then for SpongeBob. I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
According to the Life and Cuisine of Elvis Presley, a book and/or magazine or whatever, Presley and his friends once took his private jet from Graceland all the way to Denver, landed in Denver, purchased 30 of those sandwiches, and spent 2 hours eating them and drinking Perrier and champagne, and then flew back home. And that was just what they spent. That's just what they spent their afternoon doing.
I don't know whether that's dumb or amazing.
The story became legend. The sandwich became the subject of continued media interest and part of numerous cookbooks, typically focused on Presley's love of food. And oh my god! I was, I think, one of the deepest. I was like, I think that was one of the deepest I've ever heard Tom Kenny shout like that.
Yeah, holy shit, dude.
But yeah, so I don't know. I'm very curious to try and make my own, not using that much ingredients, but
Oh yeah, no, hell no, that's too much.
But just essentially, it seems like all I gotta do is just make a PB&J and then put some bacon in the middle.
But remember, if you want to honor the king, it has to be grape.
I don't want to.
Well, why would we want to honor the king? He's kind of a piece of shit.
It's the principle of the matter in this instance.
Okay. Well,
man, you know what? Although now that you bring that up, James, wouldn't that be somewhat problematic if they do still decide to go on board with that live-action Lilo and Stitch remake? Would they have to retweak Lilo's obsession with Elvis with that knowledge and light?
Oh my God! Please have her now become a huge Rihanna fan. If not Rihanna, I will also accept Iz, because Iz was a very nice dude. He's that guy who hey, but it's Pearl. He's that dude who if you've ever heard of that the ukulele soft Hawaiian version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, that was some guy Iz.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Flower, jellyfish, fish,
and ancient fish.
Okay, well this doesn't look too bad. Just gotta shift some things around.
Yeah, this is honestly not that bad. You just gotta make sure you apply them on their proper pegs.
Come on. Yeah, it's because
let's see, it was flour, it was jellyfish, and
then regular fish.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, and I see. Oh. I see. The 2 pegs on the outer edges are just to help give more mobility. You're only going to be using the ones in the center.
Yep.
There's another one.
Flour, jellyfish, regular fish.
Then the shell, then the heart.
Oh, shell, then heart. Okay. Oh. Push.
A heart for Sheldon.
Have a heart.
Please.
Yeah. I forgot if Plankton ever shows up anywhere in the BC stuff, or was he just Protozoa or something
I think he might have been just Protozoa, because I don't think he appeared in it. Neither did Sandy, for obvious reasons.
Right. I don't remember Plankton being a part of that whole thing. In fact, go back to the game real quick. I still think it's kind of weird just now we know the tale of why Squidward's being sent here.
Oh.
And hey, look at that.
Oh, they're very quick with their art. So wait, they just want to kill and eat Squidward because he got more attention than Pearl did?
I guess so.
So I guess in a way, Squidward did get his wish about gaining more popularity.
Hide!
Dang it, you tattletale.
Coral.
Not Coral.
Oh boy.
Oh,
And
we actually...
unfortunately, now we're being thrust right into a boss fight with a sobbing Pearl. Or, excuse me,
Pom-pom.
Pom-Pom.
Alright, then we're just gonna slap her.
She's saying her Squog, so that's Squog's not a name, it's a title?
Or maybe she just... Maybe the... I mean, remember, Squid's wish is that he wants all, like, to be, you know, respected.
That's what
so
it is.
So that's applying to Pearl. Now, Pearl wants him.
Now, and Squidward has to be the one to play a whole song titled I Am Not Your Boyfriend.
Essentially.
I've been curious if we should ever, like, because we enjoyed Jellystone so much, if we should, like, actually go back and watch Chowder.
I mean, I'm not against it. Like, considering a lot of the clips that I've seen, like, I'll be blunt, I would not mind going... I would be all for watching Chowder purely for Mung Dol, because he looks hilarious.
Oh yeah, no, Mung Dal is probably one of the better characters in that whole show.
Woman!
You are one giant lump of coal!
Oh! I got bad gingerbread skills, mark my words.
Look at what you've done! Now the animators are going to have to draw all this fire!
And then there's bits of, there's the random bit where they had to do a car wash just to keep the episode going because they almost lost all the animation budget. There was, oh
boy.
That wasn't too bad.
Now we've left out a little openings for, what you're really set after. Whoa! Basically, now we gotta take out the extra pillars that are holding that platform together.
Oh, you might need some underwear.
That's fair.
Yeah, I should probably grab some underwear. Surprisingly, they actually have... Oh, and also, her constant crying is also a projectile.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we just took double damage between that and the enemy, and that is a lot of tears.
That is definitely a lot of salty tears.
I forgot to ask, how much invisibility frames do they give you when you do that sponge tactical roll?
I don't know, actually.
Oh, fair enough.
Now's actually a good time for me to break one of the platforms. And now we're gonna have to wait and do another phase till the lava cools down.
Thank you,
Oh,
oh! Dang it. I'm not gonna get sent far back, right? Okay, we're gonna just head back to,
Okay.
We're just head back to this phase.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, what was it? Oh, my download just finished. Yay!
Ah, nice.
Oh, sweet.
That's right, because at the time
good.
of us recording this, the Kirby Return to Dreamland remake got released.
So I'm going to test out later to see if we can do a full commentary with that. Yay! And hope that Hype's internet can hold up with Parsec on my end. Yay!
Well, I don't know, like... Well, if it wasn't able to hold up on James's end, like, where are the odds that it might be any better on your end?
Well, then at the very least, I hope that what you're talking about with that other internet provider does pan out, because I do...
I mean, like, if push comes to shove, like, I'm not going to be that upset if someone has to take my place. Like, just as long as I can still commentate on everything.
No, for sure. But I still just want... Like, I enjoy playing games with you. Which reminds me,
I enjoy playing games with you too, but I don't want to be the sole reason we have to delay a project.
Okay, well, in terms of playing stuff, we should probably play Uno again sometime.
Yeah, funnily enough, like, when it comes to, I think I explained it in another video, but I feel like this one will go up first. The internet at this new house, it's not as strong as the one at the old house, but it's a lot more reliable than I expected it to be. Like, it can do streaming video and whatnot. But as far as, like, game stuff, like, it cannot upload or download things, at least not at a very fast pace. And the only games that I found that can actually run perfectly fine on it are Uno, and of all things, the Mario 64 co-op ROM hack.
That is something go ahead, James.
I wouldn't be surprised if Discord played a part in that, but otherwise, yeah.
I mean, that could be it.
Discord. Which, by the way, that is still something I would like to do with you guys as well.
Oh, same.
Just do a full 120-star run and just... With it, but we just need to get it. The only problem with that is that we would need a lot of people on board to do that if we want to, like... Well, I mean, not that we need all the people, but there was definitely a lot of people that had interest. Like,
well, I know Sam and Doug definitely were having fun with it. Like, I'm half contemplating on whether or not I want to invite MB for that.
End this now, please.
Oh, actually, and I actually just noticed another quick little feature there that was cool. Was Patrick was
Wait a minute.
the bubble one?
Don't worry. Hey, we fooled him.
Well, that's just rude.
But yeah, really quick before we stop, because wow, that was actually a really short world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that is easily the shortest level in the game.
What I was gonna say, I only now noticed that little detail that's cool is Patrick also has the ability to grab and bring underwear bubbles closer to you if you're in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Again, it kind of serves a similar function to Peepochi in Apescape 2, which is very helpful. Oh yeah, unfortunately, Squidward, he's still speaking in caveman speak.
Squidward, I don't know if you've noticed, but I want you to hear it from me first. You're still talking like a cave squid.
Gaga.
Is that another side quest?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So here's the thing, though, because I'm only gonna say, because I know he talks in other cutscenes later. If we don't do that, will he still talk like a cave sponge in those other cutscenes?
No, because the game will actually outright justify that. By the time the game's almost over, he was able to actually figure that all out himself.
Cool! Alright, you do that side quest on your own, buddy. We're gonna do the next world and see what Cassandra has to say about this.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Considering how short that whole level was, why don't we just go ahead and do a twofer?
Okay.
Sponge lackey has returned.
That's best friend Sponge Lackey. That's Sponge friend Lackey. I can't do that.
When you demean me, you demean me with respect.
Also, I mean, yeah, I have all this jelly that I'm surprised you haven't taken off my hands yet. I got them in droves.
To be wasted on the minor inconveniences of
We have
a bald
over
secret.
5,000, Miss Cassandra.
This is about
My square pants can only hold so many of them.
And it's making it feel really sticky.
Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up honest. When I first saw the cutscenes and stuff, I thought, wow, this must be like a kind of Kefka level like twist. No, they're kind of just telling you.
Yeah, no, they make it that they do not hide the fact that Cassandra's going to be the big bad of this game.
Sorry, Cassandra. Someone had to take the fall, and better it be Purple Lamp's OC than anyone else.
Yeah, plus he knows how to say meow.
Well, Gary is very well read.
When you finish that, here's a new cosmic costume for your next jelly run.
All right, what do we get this time? Oh.
Huh.
Oh, medieval time. That was a very good episode.
Kind of odd that they gave this to SpongeBob, though, because I thought this was more so Squidward's outfit.
That's right. Yeah, the
Squidward
whole
was
like,
just as a jester.
I will never learn this. If I never learn how to use this instrument, then may my great grandson be cursed
Cursed
12-fold.
tenfold.
Tenfold.
The no food and drink sign is there for a reason.
Food on the sign is what always makes me hungry.
Of course it does, Patrick.
I mean, it has a picture of food on it. How could I not be hungry at that?
Where are these dictionaries? One, two.
That?
And a 3.
Let's go back to Squidward.
Oh, is the side quest already done?
Oh yeah, no, the side quest is already done. Though I just remembered, that's actually not the only side quest Squidward has.
Okay. But at the very least, then it was a very brief side quest to get him back to talking normal. And you got this. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Okay, so we never mind. That wasn't a side quest. We actually had to do that.
Oh, yeah, and you know what? Okay, fine. Props to the developers. They found a way to explain why he will be able to talk normal again without any more of our involvement moving forward.
I just remembered that the actual side quest he has is that more so that while he's trying to relearn, actual bikini bottomese, his throat dries out. And you're tasked to go back to Western Jellyfish Fields to grab a couple of drinks for him.
Alright, this looks like the place.
Friends are still okay. It's up to us to bring them back.
I mean, that's just pretty much been the game in a nutshell. So, I do believe we are coming up to... Well, the last world was was obviously pretty dang small, but this one definitely makes up a difference. We are now in a new landmark that I don't think's been tackled in SpongeBob games as of yet. We're in the medieval Sulfur Fields.
The Sulfur Fields. All I can think of the only thing I can think of with the Sulfur Fields would be
Hey, SpongeBob!
Whoosh!
At least I still have my personality.
And yeah, that's I think, which granted, I mean, I was about to say, well, it really only got about as much exposure as the industrial park, but the industrial park sequence was a little longer in that same episode,
Only a little.
actually.
Not to mention, they at least had a level based on in Bikini Bottom, even if it was just a boss arena.
Yeah, but
That's
hey,
right, that was the industrial park.
I know, which apparently, again, that was apparently scrap content where they oh gosh, careful. which apparently they still. Oh,
Ooh, nice.
Give us the
Gonna
balloon
take a
system.
little bit of a detour here, because over this Rainbow Road is where we'll find another doubloon.
Which is perfect, 'cause that's the last one we need to get some more costumes.
Just gotta make sure I don't die right then and there.
Don't touch that dial, and there you go.
Don't touch that die.
Speaking of which, let's see what new costumes we got this time around.
Why
Let's
not?
see.
Let's
Well,
see.
And actually, I just realized, yeah. Save for these two, which I believe are optional. This is like the very last like major costume we're gonna be getting.
Oh. Huh.
But that being said, now we have Explorer Bob, Sponge. There you go.
Ah.
We have the Night SpongeBob.
Okay,
That's
that's-
more appropriate.
Just in time.
Just
And then we have Vampire Bob,
Okay.
Yellow Mela, and Extra Creepy.
I remember that
And why aren't you in uniform?
And then turn around. You gotta show the detail.
They remembered.
Yay.
So I'll leave you lads with a choice. Which of these should I put on?
I'd say, yeah, that one, the medieval knight one.
Yeah, the knight makes more sense for this one. The
Okie
chicken
dokie.
knight. Yeah, I mean, buy them all because I mean, we literally just. It's not money is no problem here.
Yeah, again, the cosmic jelly system in this game is so superfluous at the end of the day. Like, they could have easily just given you the costumes, like, immediately. Once you grab that certain amount of doubloons, it would make perfect sense.
Now, if Purple Lamp is listening, by all means, this is not to say that we want you to double back and go all the way around to vanilla Mr. Krabs in rehydrated like levels of like frugalness in terms of the currency. I am fine with there being a nice middle ground. These guys are a little sloppy.
Like, honestly, all I'd really ask for them is to do is just to make sure that there is still a purpose to collecting all this stuff you grab along the way, and just then spend them all accordingly.
Because I guess I'm curious, like, what will happen at the end once we bought all the costumes? Like, do you just get to just keep collecting jelly until your pocket, your wallet's literally
Oh!
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, in verily.
Damn.
Well, hey there, Princess Pearl.
Into thy princess's window.
Fear not, my Whaley. It is Sir
Whaley.
SpongeBob of Bikini Bottom, here to rescue you with his loyal squire, Patrick.
Square Patrick?
No, that.
Square one.
Unless.
Have I been SpongeBob all along?
Stop it, your childish shenanigans. Oh, forget it. Listen,
Thank you.
You don't have to end all of them with if.
slumber party to see his
But don't you want to go back home?
I think she's having a little too much fun being a princess for a day.
Yeah.
Can we kill the lights?
The princess. I'm not going anywhere.
This is gonna take a little longer than I was expecting, Patrick.
You should call
You
me
want me to-
SpongeBob.
No.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
Ow.
Also,
Blood.
there goes our means of actually bringing her home.
So yeah, we're gonna need to take a little detour to get that.
Dang. If not that, the other thing I was about to I feel bad. The other thing I was about to do with it's like, oh gee, she doesn't want to come along. This rescue attempt's gonna be a little bit harder than I thought.
I'll go get the club.
Actually, I love that contrast, like, between the two of them. It's like,
No! Sticky sweet.
That's right, because it has to play this freaking voice clip. Yeah, it should go without saying right now. We are already at a point where we can afford to buy all of the remaining costumes in this game twofold.
Yeah, no problem at all.
but yeah, I guess at that point, it's just a matter of, like, trying to think of, like, if not for costumes and, you know, the excuse of what we could be giving these to Cassandra, like, what else do you think we could theoretically have been able to spend jelly on?
I mean, I don't know, like extra stuff like concept art, like a soundtrack, anything like that. Really.
Concept art. Another they could do with Did you guys hear about the new thing that's coming to Splatoon in the new update?
What's
What's
that?
that?
So it was a much requested feature. I don't. No. It was definitely it was in every Splatoon game I want to say except for 3.
Oh boy.
Up until
I'm
this,
okay.
up
How
until
many
this
hits
point,
did you take from that, actually?
Not sure.
a lot of invisibility. I don't know, a lot of constant damage. But basically they're adding a jukebox to the game to let you play and listen to all of the songs in Splatoon 3 story mode, whatever. They even have a cute little detail of almost as if it was an iPod, iPhone, whatever. They also add they even add like album art from all of the in-game bands and stuff. However, the catch. It actually costs currency because it is a literal jukebox.
Wait, so like the in-game currency or
In-game currency.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
But like it'll cost like say 100 coins, which granted every match you play gives you like 700 to 800 coins depending on how well you play anyway. So it's not expensive, but it just seems a little, I would say, superfluous to me to like be charging that much because sometimes I like Splatoon music. Sometimes I just want to listen to it without. Anyway, regardless, they could have done something like that here, where maybe not a jukebox, but just for a sound test, you get to spend jelly to unlock songs to listen to in the sound test.
Right. I mean, again, unlike Splatoon, where you do need that money for other things, like, this game doesn't really give you much other reason to use your hard-earned jelly.
Yeah.
Give me some of your jelly and I can buy myself a Krabby Patty. I will gladly give you jelly today. I will, what was it? I will gladly give you jelly Tuesday. Stay for a Krabby Patty today.
Patrick pretty much would be this world's equivalent to Wimpy.
oh, nowadays especially.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, unfortunately the bubble wand broke into several pieces.
Man, that must have been like a very crippling fall, because it...
Bubble wand! How are we gonna get home now and save Pearl?
No problem. We can fix it.
Oh yeah, get ready for this little running gag this world has.
All we gotta do is find all the pieces, lick them, stick them back together.
That ain't even how medieval engineering works. No!
Magic bubble wands.
I will. Just like when I fixed your TV.
You know, that would explain why the reception was a little wet.
And your bookshelf.
That too.
Hey, Gary's food bowl.
That too.
Patrick, we need to talk.
Wait, I'm still thinking of all the other stuff.
Hold
on, I got some more.
And also your toothbrush, and also your toilet bowl.
And your toilet in general.
Some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza.
You broke my dinner tonight?
Well, it's not really your dinner anymore now, is it?
Jesus Christ, Patrick. This goes beyond whatever Patrick's a prick moment you've had up till
I
till
was
now.
really... Have you learned nothing about sharing?
I wanted
It's the... Am I a fan of the Slovenian? No. But oh my god, if it is... But oh my god, if it is like something about Patrick in a full fucking like beard and mustache, like he's freaking stuck. No, that's not. Crap, what's his face? I'm looking it up now.
I just like the dramatic zoom in with the music cue. That's what just makes it funny to me.
Is this him? I don't think that was him.
Also licked your fireplace back
Woo!
You lit the fireplace even while there was still a fire going?
Sometimes sacrifices have to be made in order for you to not have people mad at you.
Yes.
I really need to find a different way home.
You sure do, kiddo.
Yeah, this ain't here. It ain't here.
Sticky sweet.
I guess while we're in this sort of scenario, hedge mazes, yay or nay?
Varies.
I don't mind them. I will say I prefer them to corn mazes. Corn mazes are super dusty.
Yeah, there's that. You know, I would technically know because I remember like a few months ago. Yeah, the back in October, I had to chaperone a trip that the children's church went to. They went to like a place that had a corn maze, and I had to go with the kids just to make sure they didn't get lost.
Look, a piece of the bubble wand.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it was fairly fun, like, despite that. Like, it had some really cute games, and, like, it was just amusing just hearing the kids just talk about, like, all the stuff that was there.
Well, just be thankful you all went there on a day the devil didn't show up.
Fair.
I'm trying to think, like, I don't...
The devil, but King Dice, not more so.
yeah, you're fine. I get what you mean by that.
Oh my gosh, that poor man.
It's amazing he still got a job in spite of everything.
Yeah, there's a lot that I'm surprised that happens in that show. Like,
Also,
just the... Oh, was it?
No, it's just because I'm noticing this background dialogue. Eventually, he's got to be like, Patrick, did you break my house?
Well, it's in one piece, isn't it?
Okay, I did it not.
not fix your house. I mean, it's still standing, isn't it?
And then it just falls over like cardboard.
Okay, now let's talk about this. Now I know
it all comes
that
crashing
scene.
down. Like,
So, was it?
it's literally like the whole thing just evaporates in just this small
Just-
pineapple rings.
It's just like, or it just vanishes. Just vanishes. I just boop. It's gone. Just.
Oh, nematodes.
Now I know this looks bad.
Actually, that is actually between what James said and what Hype said at the same time. That is actually either that is a lot of trust, or thank goodness Patrick just is either allergic to or never really care for pineapple. Because I'm surprised they've never, in any of its seasons, ever played with the idea of what if Patrick just considered even taking a single bite out of SpongeBob's house, which is literally made of a food.
Well, it's a fruit, and I don't know if Patrick likes fruit or not.
I don't know.
I'm sure he wouldn't say no to fruit, but at the same time, it's also a matter of like pineapple's also acidic.
Yeah.
Or I mean, it's kind of acidic for us, but who knows how much worse it's got to be for sea creatures.
I'm gonna need to wash this down with something to get rid of the acid reflux, like a giant stone head or something.
Oh god.
It's a little hard to get down at first, but man, is it satisfying when it hits.
Very filling. Oh lord. One more
When that
piece.
sweet scent hits just right.
Those my taste buds sing.
There you go. Okay, so I have to ask because I'm very curious. I'm assuming it is a joke, a repeat of a joke of what he had started the whole kibosh with last year. That thing you shared with me, Hype, from Chris Pratt, is that just him continuing the joke of, hey, it's me.
Like, I'm assuming it's showing that he has at least some, like, self-awareness of how people are taking to his Mario so far.
Okay. Which I
Which,
don't know.
you know what, I'll say, if nothing else, good for him for at least trying to be a good sport about it.
Well, I guess that then makes me curious, like, if he's being that much of a good sport about it, is it... You hope that the idea is that it's like, he knows more than we do, that maybe it's better than, like, what initial thoughts are thinking, or maybe or either that or the other... Oh. Either that or the other tone I could take from it is, I don't give a damn if you have any idea what Illumination money...
Oh, Squiddy.
Squid note.
You're not a jester yet.
There are options? I want to go to Finland.
Ha.
Do you even know what even is a Finland?
I don't know. That's why I want to go there. Why not?
There's no boys allowed, unless they're in the band.
Oh, so I think we found our gate key to the castle.
Tragically, my duties robbeth the princess of the elevated.
I love his little look of like, you're still watching? Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep this performance up.
Just making sure.
I am forced to cast other, more mediocre talents, and tell sea urchins like yourself to get out of here.
Okay, now what? Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Just like that. No entry.
With all the bubble wand pieces.
probably.
No, but see, no. This is very simple. What we gotta do is first we gotta get a door. First we gotta make a small Patrick-sized hole in the side of that door, and then using a careful placement of a Squidward-sized freaking oh damn it! This joke fell apart because I forgot what the thing is called. What is it called? That thing, that giant stick, stab it into the ground. It flings you forward.
Slingshot?
No, the thing like you run, then you jam the thing into the ground, and like it sort of like, phew, like it like launches you forward. Remember the whole like win this one because I told you to.
Oh, pole vault.
Pole vault, thank you, a Squidward-sized pole vault. Thank goodness I was able to turn that joke around by using an equally unique SpongeBob reference to trigger the solution. Thank you.
We truly are making up for how surprisingly barren we were during Rehydrated.
Yeah, still not sure what that was all about.
Do you think it was because it was pre-recorded, and so we had more time? It was more focused on trying to talk about what was going on in the game than just
That could be
being
it.
more relaxed like this.
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh,
Thank you, Mr. Spikes.
For the record, we didn't do it.
I didn't even know what happened. I didn't even participate. I just watched all that happen.
sorry, it just seems like something Patrick would do, the whole like,
Some sword stuff. Coming fun or what?
he would absolutely. Later season, Patrick absolutely would have done that.
Yeah, no, I mean... Oh,
oh
shit!
boy.
Shit!
Actually, just speaking of Emperor's New Groove, now I'm just thinking back to like just one of my favorite edits that someone did, where like it's after the big like breach scene where they escaped. It's all like, "Hey, you could let me fall. Hey, what's the big deal? Nobody's that heartless."
I love that. I love that new. I forget when it started, but I love that use of the freaking lion sleeps tonight. There's a couple I love. There's a.
Oh, actually, I just remembered something.
There's one other one I really love, but I can't talk about it right now because it's from a creator that I don't know if they're still doing stuff right now. But I'll share with it later. Hey.
I almost forgot about this because it's like the only other area I was able to find a piece of golden underwear in.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, no, good to have. Good to have. Is there one in every world, or is there like?
I think there is. I don't immediately know.
I'm not sure about one in every world because I know, like in the case of like Battle for Bikini Bomb, there's one in every section of the hub.
Yeah, that I definitely remember.
Yeah.
But as far as Cosmic Shake is concerned, I don't know how many golden underpants you can find.
Okay. On that note, I can say another new meme format I've been seeing. Well, it's probably not even that new. I think I remember seeing it start around like 2 years ago, but I still see it make the rounds every so often. I love it. It's Skeletor shares with you news that you don't really want to know, but it's nonetheless true.
I know my buddy Andrew's been making like a whole like thing of that.
And the dubbing of it, like meat consumed as comfort food is also an emotional support animal. Until we meet again! He just runs off.
Yeah, I love a lot of those. Like, I think the one that Andrew did not long ago, it's like, when you're watching an old show that has a laugh track, you're essentially laughing with a bunch of corpses.
Until we... It's like, damn it. Now, although I will say, Squidward, Skeletor did actually teach me something.
Alright, SpongeBob, that's enough with the key plays.
Thank you.
What's that about Skeletor teaching you?
Skeletor did actually teach me something that as someone who occasionally uses like art, like photo or drawing manipulation for references and stuff, is actually super useful. He taught me how whenever you're on Google Images, let's say I'm trying to find a reference of something and I need it to be it's whenever I'm doing the wacky stuff or in our videos, and that was disappointing. In our videos, and I need, like, say I have to put a hat on somebody, and I find a Google Images photo of a hat, and I want the hat to be, just the hat.
A transparent background?
Yeah, one of those Skeletor memes actually taught me how to very quickly tell whether or not because on Google Images, all you'll typically see is it has the checkerboard background that's supposed to signify if it's transparent or not. But he actually showed me the trick to find out whether or not the checkerboard is a real transparent background or just a stupid, placeholder checkerboard that they use to trick you. And Skeletor taught me how to tell the difference before I hit save.
Yeah, I hate that. That's something we have to actually keep track of. We have to find a Google image for this kind of stuff.
While we're on that kind of topic, I have a special phrase for people that invented the WebP image format, and that special message is, "I hope you choke on your dinner."
I hope you're. I think it's like, I hope your pillow is warm on both sides, and you don't get to get any good sleep.
I hope your pillow's warm on a hot summer's night.
I hope that the shirt you're wearing this afternoon chafes.
Real talk though, what the heck spawned that whole format in the first place?
I have no idea. I just know that it makes it really difficult for me to download images that I need for videos.
Yeah. Well, that's why at that point, go try to. I mean, if depending on the browser you use, get a app that allows you to just convert the file into something more appropriate, like a PNG or JPEG.
Well, I technically do have a program that does that, but for some reason, it's not registered on that program.
Okay, so I looked it up, and apparently, the supposed reason is it was a format that was introduced to almost. Well, let me tell you, we still got two more. Supposedly, it was a format that was introduced solely for higher compression, or I should say, basically, it was a format that's now being used everywhere because the image loads faster when you go to a website. Supposedly, it loads supposedly these WebP images are actually 26% smaller in size to even PNGs.
I guess that's not the worst reason in the world to switch formats, but at the same time, it's also like, I don't know. It's still all the norm, considering most other programs don't actually use it.
I can say, though, thank goodness, that, and I can find it for you guys later if you needed to, if you're using a Google Chrome or some Chromium-style browser, I think it's also on Firefox.
It is. I assume it is, because I do use one of those myself.
Okay. But both of those, there you go. There is an extension that allows...
Wait a minute, that was the key to the Krusty Krab!
Wait a minute, yeah, they had the 2 Ks. But no, it's there's an extension...
But it doesn't open up the Krusty Krab, it actually opens up the stable.
Oh.
And reveals to us a unicorn!
Aww.
A colorful mane, the sparkly eyes, and that...
Piece of the wand!
Whoops. But wait, hope is still there for us.
The seahorse like, oh brother. So anyway, there's an extension. There's an extension I have that's literally just called. The extension is literally called Save as PNG. It allows me to, on any image, no matter what, right click, and in the right click menu, there'll always be something that says Save as PNG, so I can always put that there. And oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I use that exact same one.
Yeah, it helps.
Again, it's very helpful, especially nowadays.
Again, I need to find reference material or something to have like a color palette. I need that. Why do we use web anyway?
Yeah.
I mean, again, it's one of those things where it's only really a problem because most of our programs we use don't currently support that file format.
That's true. Okay, then they need to fix it. Which, I gotta be upset.
Because I can understand the appeal of dealing with with a less a smaller file size to make images look faster. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
But it's also like, oh.
Oh, man.
I don't want it to blow.
Curse you, magnetic pants. No, okay, then when you were talking about...
Stupid magnetic pants.
Are we going to actually do this?
There you go. Well, I mean, we have...
And down you go! Oh, I really wanted you to go down.
That would have been hilarious.
Okay, I'll be right back.
2,000 years later.
To Adobe. I would gladly, I honestly, this one, because I use it so often, I would gladly pay you whatever, the 200 some odd dollars that you're charging, even though I think that's an exorbitant amount, but I would gladly pay you that $200 just to have a permanent copy of Adobe Premiere 2018, because that's the one I use right now. I use the Creative Commons 2018 version. I didn't want to update, but like, just let me use that.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
Like, I'll gladly do that, Adobe. Just don't be like, not every single person who uses your software is some big film studio.
Let alone is really all that savvy with sticking to a subscription service only sort of mentality.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I'm just gonna keep sticking with the.
Oh yeah.
I'll censor that bit out because I don't think anyone needs to hear that.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyway, our travels take us to the strange cottage out in the forest.
Maybe the unicorn is hiding behind it.
Patrick, you alright?
Huh?
Okay.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? I was sort of entranced by that floating doubloon up there.
Oh, what? So we've been seeing.
I want to say that might be where a reef blower would spawn once I get that ability.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're moving forward.
Moving right along in this very decrepit swamp.
So sadly, we just left Rhode Island. What?
What the fuck? It's that, and I also still love that that like pencil sketch animation thing, where they really like up the expression on Kermit's face. He's like, "Where that?"
Oh yeah, just in general, I like that. Like, it kind of reminds me of Parappa the Rapper in some ways.
Yeah, they did make... Yeah, there were some bits that Fozzie did remind me a little bit of PB, or whatever his name was, the bear.
Yeah, that's PB.
It was PJ.
Oh, PJ, my bad.
Thank you, PJ.
Rapping PJ.
Top speed of 236,000. I still decided to at one point go back and check out. I looked up an episode of the Parappa anime, and they squandered it.
Well, from what I heard, it's only Parappa the Rapper in name only. Like, it's still you know, it's still very lighthearted and colorful, like the series is normally known for. But Parappa, as far as I'm aware, doesn't really do any rapping like he always does.
I also, from what I've seen in general, apparently the humor in it isn't quite as like entendre induced as the games are.
Oh.
Oh, you. Are you both supposed to be inside the cauldron pot?
Oh, don't mind us, Sonny. We're just... Come on in. The water's fine.
I'm not going in there until I'm thoroughly convinced that that's water in there.
Miss Witchy, I'm Sir SpongeBob. My balloon buddy Patrick and I followed your, handsome pet.
Nice save.
It took 6 hours. Could you maybe convince it to give it back?
Sorry.
Please?
Rainbow finds it, I keep it.
Oh, of
However,
course.
I might trade it for some of that miraculous Wrinkly's Pro Aging Cream my coven has been buzzing about.
Because get it? She's a witch.
Oh boy.
And don't you forget it.
Fair.
They say it can wrinkle your skin enough to make you look twice your age.
Oh, that's what you want it for.
You got it, Twitchy.
Yep, she's one of those witches.
Right.
Kind of like Witch Hazel.
Yeah, I was actually about to bring that up. The fact that like she was purposely trying to make herself uglier to live up to her witchiness.
Only be found in the most dangerous
Yeah, that sure definitely went places.
Oh yeah, like honestly, I actually like it. Like it's definitely one of the more visually distinct cartoons of the later Looney Tunes cartoons.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Like, there was definitely a couple that sort of like threw you in for a loop that don't just stick with the usual like Bugs or Tweety or
Well, like my
Daffy,
thing is that like
Daffy and Porky.
like not even just the cast of characters. I also just mean like an art direction.
I mean, I don't remember the art style being that too dissimilar from what we come to expect from the whole series.
What about you?
Oh yeah, actually, I just realized since we're in this general area, I remember that this is the side quest, the area where you would have to come back to if you want to fulfill Gary's side quest.
Right, because
if you want to, change him back into his usual Gare Bear self.
Well, it'd be nice, but I know we're not going to be doing that.
Nope, because it's kind of a waste of time.
Sorry, Gary, but we don't love you.
I mean, I like you, but it's also a matter of, like, unless it gives us a special ending where everyone's saved, I don't know.
Right, that's right, because I guess just to spoil that for people, not unlike, very similar to Battle for Bikini Bottom, there's really no, like, true ending you get if you complete everything.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I feel like they didn't really need to bring back as a whole element. Like, I don't know. Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Whoops. Oh, but hey, look at that! My reckless shenanigans earned me another gold doubloon.
Ain't that fancy.
I'm two doubloons richer.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any thoughts on the slogan, or did you sneak away again?
I am so sad.
What's wrong?
It's just the thought, I was thinking idly about games that I've been seeing, this past week or so, the State of Play we had, and next week we had some other stuff going on, and I just made myself very sad.
What for?
Why?
Because, how to put it, also give me a quick second here. The fact that...
Deep breaths, Logan, deep breaths.
Maybe with words.
Sorry, I had a little internet hiccup there.
Oh, no worries.
No worries, okay, I'm back! Okay, but I'm sad still. So, it's the fact that the Suicide Squad game is going to be a live service game that has to be always online with its servers or whatever.
Right, I forgot. Yeah, we were, like, talking about that earlier. That just, like... I'm trying to think, like, was that a problem that the Avengers game has, or am I thinking of a different game?
Avengers game also had it. Like, it's a game that requires to be online at all times, so if you live in an area that does not have good internet, then screw you. And the thing that made me very sad is the
Oops.
Whoops.
Sucks to be him.
Is the acknowledgement that this is going to be officially the last piece of media that Kevin Conroy ever lent his voice to, and it is an actual game that whenever the player base, drops off, they will eventually cut support for those servers, and that game can never be played again unless, because the servers will never be able to, have anything online connect to, and thus Kevin Conroy can die a second time.
Right. Well, I guess, like, the whole thing...
again!
Just, it's just...
God damn it.
But it's like... I guess that whole notion of that, like, being, like, the very last thing we hear of Kevin, it's like, that is sad, but I guess it also really depends on, like, if there's, like, any other, like, thing he was able to squeeze out after he recorded for that game.
That I don't know. I'll have to look into that, but just, I don't know. But basically, yeah, that was remark. That was just what I just realized. I was like, damn, that is so sad. Like, I really hope they do something, like, at the end, they're like, hey, we're putting out a new patch that, removes the always online thing. You can just play whenever. Like, that would be really nice. And
lesson learned, ladies and gentlemen. Video games have a shelf life. Live service games just eat twice as much.
Yeah. Not to mention, like, doesn't this news also come out, like, literally, like, weeks after we saw multiple live service games all kick the bucket?
Yeah.
Any specific ones? Because I'm having a hard time remembering.
Knockout City, Rumbleverse,
Anthem, of course, Avengers is gonna get both.
Is Anthem finally kicking the bucket?
Yeah, I think it did a while ago, but yeah. Well, I should say Anthem definitely had the all of its roadmap of we're gonna add all this stuff. Trust us. That has definitely been canned, but I believe they are planning on dropping the servers. Oh my god! I made it.
Jeez, are you okay, dude?
Yeah, I held that note for too long.
Oh, yeah, I hate when that happens.
Anywho. Yeah, no, just... man. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Maybe it'll be worth doing something, even if it's just a quick single-player thing of the campaign. I don't know. Oh!
Yeah, I mean... Oh.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. But first, we have a wand to repair.
Tongue ready?
And now, yeah. And there you go.
Oh, wait.
Good as new.
So I can fix it and you can leave me alone.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And...
Oh.
Oh. There you go.
I really thought she was just gonna put...
Damn, Patrick.
What a pro.
But at least they slipped... Okay, yeah, at least it wasn't too... obtuse. And hey!
It made sense within context.
Hey.
I'll give him that.
And hey, Rainbow's gonna give us a ride home.
Yep.
Don't.
No. Anyways, now that we have Rainbow as our steed, we'll get to go back to the castle twice as fast.
In style.
Woohoo!
Oh my gosh! Actually, wow! Holy crap! Twice as fast.
Oh
my gosh!
Oh, God.
Wow.
And she knows a shortcut.
Eventually, if we ram into something, I want this thing to go like ram it and just horns stuck in the wood. And it's gonna have to take the frickin' the little not the backyardigans, the photorealistic duck, rabbit, and whatever like.
Oh, I know what show you're talking about. I forget the name too, though. Which
had one of my favorite visuals ever, which was of them all singing the "What's Gonna Work, Teamwork" as they unscrew a unicorn like a screwdriver out of a tree, and it's just like, oh god, where is Squid Note?
With the most excellent slumber party of all time almost upon us.
And yeah, it looks like you're definitely prepared.
The Princess of Wales calls on the kingdom's bards to heed her casting.
Oh, hi! I see what you just said there. Freaking the Queen of Wales. Are you Mary the Queen of Scots? I am. And then just I can't do the whole thing. It was a Monty Python bit where it's like, we now present to you the play, The Death of Mary, Queen of Scots, and it just walks up. Are you Mary, Queen of Scots? I am! And then you just hear a thud. Ah! And then there's a huge thud of like... you just hear this huge thud of crashing and banging and like falling downstairs and hitting her over upside the head. And that was the play of The Death of Mary, Queen of Scots. I will tend to that audio that I just made, James, so it does not rattle our ears. So I think I just made a lot of peaking volumes by shaking crap into the microphone. Anyway.
Again this year, I might finally feed myself to a sea dragon.
I've been putting it off for years.
Oh come on! Oh come on, buddy! Life's too short.
You know what? That's what this area is missing to get that reference in. The someday, but not
Today.
That old witch wasn't invited this time. She's always such a party pooper.
Oh, the witch from earlier? But she helped us out.
She's
Yeah,
chill.
why do you gotta go slandering your name like that?
She's chill.
A bit wrinkly,
I mean,
but
she was chilling. She was chilling in her own stew. So
yeah, she was marinating in her own little goo.
You sons of a bitch! I don't know.
you sons of a bitches.
Is Robot Chicken still doing stuff?
Yes, it is, unfortunately.
Oops, sorry.
I'm not even against it. Robot Chicken can do some fun things, and
Oh, it's like, it could be funny, it's just that it's not often.
yeah, but then suddenly, wildly, Nintendo
Wanna
and
bet on that kid?
bam,
Nope.
and then
Which one do I gotta pop? Oh, right.
but then suddenly, like,
I
just
think I
like
moved.
wildly, like Nintendo, Disney is like, hey, wanna work for us?
Well, that's the thing, like, that's just for, like, the animation team, which, you know, they're fine. I'm just more so talking about the writing.
Seth Green is can never forget that Seth Green bought an NFT and desperately wanted to make a TV show about the about his Bored Ape NFT, but accidentally put his wallet code up somewhere. Someone stole the NFT and then held it for ransom. And since that dude owned the actual technical image, since it was now technically shown to be owned by him and his name, now Seth Green had to pay like several dozens, thousands of dollars to buy back his NFT Bored Ape so he could try to make that TV show. And shocker, since he spent all that money trying to get the damn thing back, no more budget to make the stupid TV show.
So lesson learned, ladies and gentlemen. The NFT scene is a load of hot air.
And just because someone's famous does not mean they're famous for being smart.
If that's really the end result, then really, should we really... If that's the end result, then should we really be hanging the thief?
Oh no, I don't. At no point did I say the thief was the villain. I'm just saying what happened to Seth Green. It was a daring. It was like Robin Hood, but stupider somehow. Because there was not even any gold. It was just, I have taken your photo, and oh hey.
Like he didn't even give that. He didn't even give those goods to the poor. But then again, I don't think any poor would want that.
It's essentially it's pretty much the equivalent of bison dollars anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, bison dollars are at least funny.
One's talent, one's pride, one's eardrums. But our royal blowhole decreed that not one of her subjects is to be turned away.
Oh, that's good to see. She's open. She's a open.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Open-minded.
Open-minded or open workforce sort of thing.
Yeah.
Until I follow the sleep of thine mediocrity.
I don't know why. I was really half expecting the whole thing of like, because as she said, everyone haseth a talent. Idiot.
It's
so basically we got to bash on the bongos with that.
Yeah. Little Simon Says.
At least you can do it as fast as you want.
Yep. And this is what constitutes entertainment in this era.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than what the Romans did, where they just fed people to lions. Or Tasmanian devils.
Release the lions.
Release the vicious, man-eating lion. Let me punch!
Did you try to why you bury me with alligators?
Doors. That's not like the alligators. They make his tummy feel sore.
Okay, now James, I want you to. Oh, never mind. Okay, since we had over 12 and there's still more time, I thought they were gonna just keep going. I was like, okay, now I want you to start messing up.
Regretful.
I love messing things up.
It's 1 in the afternoon. How are they doing this slumber party this early?
It's called preparation work.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
You know, I mean, it's not even nightfall yet.
Enter the castle. Don't screw it up.
Such encouragement.
Yeah, again, I think he's just still salty over the fact that he Pearl isn't allowing him to be the entertainment for the evening.
Yep.
Yeah. You people have you people don't know talent.
no
talent. No talent.
What was that thing? There was one with oh crap, what was it? It was someone redid that meme, but with Cuphead and somebody else, the Squidward and SpongeBob holding their hands out.
Oh, that was when Byleth was released from Smash.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Right.
Byleth, and then the Cuphead freaking me costumes. I was like,
I think that was Pringus that did that.
I think it was.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Sorry, Byleth. You just... I'm sorry. You're fine, but just thank God you were not the last showstopper like character for Smash.
I mean, I'll give you this, Byleth. I'll give you this. You're, in my opinion, the most interesting of the Fire Emblem characters we've had in Smash yet. But man, was that bad timing?
I don't know. It just was so. I also, again, and I think I already mentioned this, but I still do not care for the tone of that commercial, where it almost seemed like the writers were like, yeah, I don't know if people are going to actually know that... Oh, hey, you. It was like, I don't know if people are actually going to want Byleth all that much. It's like, nonsense. Everyone loves Byleth. So the writing just seems so like, it's Byleth! Can you believe it, hype? Byleth! It's like so ramped up in energy.
Well, I mean, like, I think it's not as sore with me because, like, I kind of expected something like that. Like, I think the only disappointment in that regard is that, like, in addition to Byleth, because, you know, they gotta advertise the new Fire Emblem, I'm still surprised we never got a newcomer from Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a Moon, a Sword and Shield.
Yeah, another one of the other Pokemons. Like,
I guess it goes to show that even Sakurai and Nintendo can just hold some restraint.
It's like that too many Pokemon.
Too bad.
Well, more so Nintendo, because I'm pretty sure not the Pokemon stuff isn't quite entirely by Sakurai's decision.
Yeah, I was about to say, like Nintendo, I'm fine with. I'm just surprised that the Pokemon Company didn't try to wring some wrists over that.
Maybe there just wasn't enough material to work with, which is saying something considering how Greninja was able to get in back in Smash 4.
Yeah.
Anyway, how about a little surfboard competition before the big night?
Whoa. It's kind of...
Basically, keep on riding and don't touch the floor.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay, never mind. You can't touch the floor.
Well, you gotta be fast about it, though, which actually now makes me wonder if... Because this doesn't look particularly fast, especially since... okay, maybe you really do need those boards. Okay, fair enough. But it really now makes me curious. Oh, you don't have to jump on... Oh, so you can just pick them back. Okay, that's actually...
Right, I honestly forgot that part.
It's all good. It does make me curious, though, if there's, like, some cool, like, speed run trick to, like, skip a couple of, corners. But yeah, no, this is sand riding or whatever. Got it.
Alright, with that out of our system, and that more or less blown up in this.
And this.
And this.
And this.
And this, and this, and this, and that, and then... What's his problem?
Sorry, I just had a little pent-up aggression.
You okay, Logan?
Just the idea of him just screaming into the bubble water. Like what Squidward did, but that's just his actual technique.
Oh man,
and that's how we now learn that after all these years, that's why SpongeBob likes blowing bubbles so much, because that's how he gets rid of all of his pent-up aggression.
Oh my god! Now you're just making me think he does at one point he just blows his bubble by just screaming as loud as he did back when Squidward literally drove him crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Just
it's like screaming into a pillow.
I guess it really does make you wonder, like, what SpongeBob would do to vent out frustrations, because, like, you know, you can't expect him to, like, you know, stay happy all the time, and the show has shown many times that he's capable of being mad.
Oh, you know, he has his limits for sure, and, I mean, there's some times where you wish they kind of touched into that a little more.
Yeah, like, the closest thing I can remember them doing in terms of, like, letting SpongeBob vent is when he basically strangled Mr. Krabs to within an inch of his life.
Yeah, there was that.
That was also after numerous occasions where Squidward was actually the one that just completely drove him up. It was like, oh, because someone who has a job that they have to do their job, and it just went.
Why are you saying?
It's just. I feel like this. I feel like you're talking about me, aren't you?
I know there's a doubloon I could get up here. I just can't remember.
Oh, that like I remember when you were like going through this.
I think I know what to do.
Like, I remember when you were going through this game the first time, there was one thing in this room that I remember giving you a bit of trouble trying to reach.
I think it's
yeah, and it was that gold doubloon.
Alright, well, I believe in you, and They really have to. We really need to talk about. We need to have a conversation with Pearl about this whole floor is lava business. First of all, it has to be lava, not goo. Lava.
Well, isn't that what imagination's for?
And
Plus, lava's expensive.
Oh yeah, that's fair. It's not really.
And very unethical.
Really find the budget. Whoa.
But mostly expensive.
I wonder if we're gonna see a king crab here or whatever.
No, we won't, unfortunately. Actually, that's something I do find a little surprising. Okay, that wasn't going to be enough.
We don't get to see Plankton the Wizard.
Oh, wait.
We made
Oh,
it.
there you are. Yeah, we don't see Plankton the Wizard or the crab or the jellyfish dragon.
Yeah, no, like, again, Plankton, like, again, I said it before, Plankton has kind of next to no stage presence in this game, which is so weird.
Well, so,
Honestly,
go ahead.
Honestly, in terms of, like, the medieval callbacks, like, I'm kind of surprised that there's not, like, a whole lot of, like, callbacks to that special. Like, you don't even see the ye olde bowling alley at any point.
Because that... No, because I agree with Jordy, when I think we all said, but it's just like that is a special that we don't see too often because it was a really very fun one.
Yeah.
I wonder why they don't air that one all that often.
Was that not? No, there were other ones. I was about to say, I feel like that was like one of the first ever like double length SpongeBob episode specials. But
well, the holiday ones I think came first, like A Christmas Who.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
I was overthinking that one completely. Just don't jump off this peg to grab those bubbles first.
Nope, otherwise you're stuck. SpongeBob, you have 8,000 pieces of this jelly.
You have way too much, buddy boy.
I better get to work on making those sandwiches.
Again, Patrick, I can think of 10 good reasons why you don't want to make sandwiches out of all that cosmic jelly.
And unless you can list all of them before I eat all the jelly, your argument is moot.
Alright, well, let's see if I can do that. Just that.
Too late.
Number one,
game over.
It was the same. I just that was exactly me. Sorry, even though they're probably.
Honestly, you say that. I was going to say, like, number 1, spoilers. Number 2, spoilers. Number 10, also spoilers.
I'm sorry, I just faced eating it 4 times. What was that last one? That sounds like quitter talk to me.
Oh.
I guess we're also curious. Like, since we've reached this, are we almost at the end of the grand journey?
We're getting
now?
close.
Oh no, we are. We're actually pretty much at the home stretch.
Alrighty.
We just got to go through the ballroom.
The perfume.
Let's do it.
The ye olde perfume department. Oh.
Unfortunately, the jelly monsters are here as well, just making a ruckus of things.
Oh, she's crying again. Okay, let's see what's up.
Yeah, she looks kind of pathetic.
Yep,
she tries like Snoopy.
Oh, there's crabs!
Hey!
Oh, yeah, I wonder if I could sell these Krabby Patties.
And then there's the saddest Pearl. Jesus Christ.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
No worries.
Okay.
Let's see. Then we have this, the Sulfur Fields. That looks like original concept art.
Yeah, it looks like everything's more or less a repeat.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, while Hype's doing his thing, let's go see why Pearl's crying up a storm here.
And like Snoopy. What's up?
Good lord, now that I look at this from an angle, it's like, oh weird.
Squishy monsters ruined my slumber party.
It is 2 in the afternoon.
You'll be fine.
Give it a moment. They have homes to go to.
You?
Oh.
As if.
Fair. Worth a suggestion.
Princess, you royal doofus.
Fair point. Well made.
Gosh, Pearl. I mean, Princess Pearl. I'm sorry. Don't worry. Patrick and I will serve the epic cake.
Let them eat cake.
Alright, then we're serving cake. But we also gotta do while the monsters are currently out and about.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, there's one. Here you go. One overpriced.
And even worse, Twitchy's come back, and now she decides to be a bitch.
I think you two need a little break from the dance.
What did we ever do?
Yeah, she's not too happy about Pearl holding a slumber party without being invited.
Wow. Never have I seen such evil as when I learned about Maleficent's horrible villain backstory, which was she was pissed that she wasn't invited to the baby shower, and that was literally it.
hey, nothing says this is the greatest of evils can't have petty reasons.
That is true. Right.
Honestly, sometimes they can make up for it and then some, which is how far they take it.
That is true. That is true. Awesome.
And technically they invited all the other fairies. Why not her?
Yeah, no, why did it? I don't know. I guess because
maybe she wouldn't be such a big stick in the mud that literally curses a princess to die on her 16th birthday.
Kind of a downer. Kind of a dick move. 100%. Also, the other thing I'm thinking of, now that I'm seeing you and the fact that, like, this, that cogwheel needs 2 times to be spun, now I'm actually curious, like, if they wanted to give another cool, like, ability to SpongeBob, then what they could have done was, like, maybe give him an upgrade that makes him have, like, the hurricane spin.
Yeah, definitely. Like late spin attack.
Right. Oh jeez.
Oh boy.
Oops.
But yeah, like or yeah, like the freaking wild one you get in Wind Waker that sends him just launching around the room.
Yeah!
I love that one so much, just because like it is powerful, and I love the context of Link is doing all this incredible damage, and he's just as scared, like I don't know what I'm doing.
Sorry about that. I had to go feed the dogs.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Don't worry. All you're missing out on is that Twitchy's kind of bitchy right now because she wasn't invited to the Slumber party.
Wait,
regular Maleficent story.
The 2 tables all the way at the front, and this guy here.
Well, on the bright side, Twitchy's spell bombs don't hurt you. It's more so the jelly monsters that do.
Right.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, I think they constantly respawn too. So that's also going to be a bit of an issue.
And also the fact that you don't get to just put it down.
Oh, you also
like,
passed the plate that you have to fill up.
Yep. Oh, lordy.
Okay.
Now they're bringing in the big guys, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. Fuck this. I'm just going to go straight for the cake.
Run.
Well, I'll go for this one here, and then save myself the hassle to do that one.
Okay.
There you go.
2.
No!
I have 2 left feet.
No! Get out of here with that one! Lay off the slumber party, will ya?
Jeez!
Honestly, it's funny you say that. I'm thinking of like, besides, don't dancers have to be left-handed?
Slumber party was a success after all. Now let's get out of here. Maybe I can still make
Are we below the map?
Yeah, the mall.
Maybe?
No. It was just dark.
Probably.
Now it's nighttime.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh. Oops.
Whoa!
SpongeBob
was missing for a moment there.
Yeah, he was. But just in time for Squidward to play his tune.
Oh boy.
Get him.
Ready the pies. I'm open!
Nice. Yeah, no, that one was supposed to be rendered in earlier. That was a little glitch. It's okay. Bye.
Oh well, no worries.
That's right, I forgot something.
That situation.
Whoops.
And
so Pearl's back home, and the castle's here for whatever reason.
Yeah. What even is? Oh, and the
hey,
Krebs' house.
Yay.
Yeah, the Krebs estate.
I could totally hug you right now, but I don't want to pop you.
Fair.
Well, at least you're considerate.
I get that a lot.
I'm not a balloon. You can still hug me.
Okay, I guess you've earned it.
Yay!
Aww.
You took it like a champ.
That's it. Everyone is safely back in Bikini Bottom. Now we just need to find the Krusty Krab so I can go to work tomorrow.
And maybe fix the rest of the mess.
Go to work.
That might help.
Day off has been exhausting.
Fair.
Just don't tell any of the popular kids at school that I hugged you. Now
I'm in my 30s, Pearl.
Sure he's okay. With driving me to the
At least I think I
mall,
am.
having a sale on princess dresses. Later.
Aw, that's so sweet. Alright. And with that...
Or chafing.
And with that, we only really have one more area left to go of the game.
Oh, and you unlocked a reward.
King.
Yes, we did. Just another. Again, those rewards are all just achievements at the end of the day.
Okay.
Gotta think of it. Where's Cassandra anyway?
There
she is.
Right.
Yeah, let's go talk to her one last time, get our next destination, and then that'll probably do it for this session. Because like two whole worlds, and we actually didn't do that much longer than our usual ones.
Yeah.
All the sweet, sweet jelly I need to fix your little mishap.
Perfect.
Watch out, my darling. Your next journey will take you to a place where fun and fear have become one and the same. You'll have to go back to the amusement park called Glove World.
Glove World.
Finally get to ride the spine tingler, or whatever it's called.
Our spines!
It's missing one more ingredient. The breath of a pufferfish.
Huh?
So
That's oddly specific. Oh,
But for this, they just gave us back our Glove World outfit, which we already had. Like we've had this thing all along, so there was no need to really do that.
After
Yeah.
all, she is a teacher.
can't argue with that logic.
Can only mean one thing.
You can finally shake hands with your whole head now.
Well,
Aw.
yeah, that
So I
too.
really, I could do that, couldn't I? So do we want to go ahead and get that one little quest with Mrs. Puff out of the way first, or should we go ahead and call that a session?
well, how long would you reckon it would take?
We just have to find her, I think.
About a couple
We
minutes.
just have to
Then
find
yeah,
her
we
in
can
the
go ahead and knock
subworld.
it out real quick.
I think it's this.
All right, and then that'll allow us to. It should allow us time to actually, go to Glove World. In fact, I think we technically can go to Glove World now if we. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah,
Never
we have to
mind.
follow
Because I was
the
about to
flowers
say,
and
like,
get-
if we
let's
could
just get her
already,
first.
then what would be the point of finding Mrs. Puff?
I don't know.
That's a very good question.
I assume there must be some ability or something. Yeah, she's back at her school.
I mean, a part of me's tempted to test that, but
Oh,
What happened?
she puffed up too much.
Yeah, no, what happened?
Don't
Fair.
worry, Mrs. Puff. We'll get you back down.
man, I really wish
Unfortunately,
they...
we're all you got, Mrs. Puff.
Like, I know it was only a thing in, like, just the first season, but there's a part of me that kind of misses the detail of, like, her voice being, like, suddenly more masculine when she puffs up.
Oh, SpongeBob!
Why?
It just made for a really fun, freaking, like, what the hell? Why can't I remember? Dramatic, that's the word. Like, just a dramatic, like,
Why?
Whatever this is.
It's going on your permanent record.
Yeah, I think they just stopped doing that altogether after season one.
I can't understand why. Like, I don't know, like, it's not like it's necessarily hard to do. It's not like it's necessarily like it's...
Like, if I had to make an
Animation doesn't get affected by
assumption,
it?
it would be If I had to make an assumption, it would be either because the guy who did the deeper voice was no longer available, or they just thought the gag would get old after a while.
There is that, and I just remembered something. If I'm not mistaken, they weren't even all that consistent with it either. Like, even, like, going as early as, like, the very original, like, show she was a part of. Like, when she was being hauled right into the emergency van, it's like, she was like, don't worry, SpongeBob, you didn't mean it.
Yeah. Okay,
right, there's no one
boys, take me away.
And yeah, no, she had her perfectly, normal voice for even when she was puffed up like that.
That is true. Maybe by then they were already experimenting, realizing, yeah, this isn't that.
Don't worry, Mrs. Puff. I'll try again next semester.
That'll be great.
And SpongeBob, yes, Mrs. Puff, I'd like to speak with you after class.
Class, 6 months
6
from now.
months from now. Oh, hello.
Oh, bears!
Quick, draw a circle around yourself.
We can't.
Oh.
But
We don't have any crayon.
we appreciate your
or
knowledge.
chalk.
And so what are we doing now? So how long we to know each other?
What? What'd he say?
Sorry, it's just kind of this is the part where it's just kind of just Mad Libs mixed with SpongeBob quotes occasionally. And
You mean that wasn't what we've been doing all these years?
Well, I mean, outside of this, outside of well, not again. It wasn't really the same in Prehistoric there.
And there you
Hey,
go.
that worked out all right.
I'll take this.
That was fantastic, Mrs. Puff. Could you do that again, please? I most certainly won't.
Fair.
Okay.
Please, 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 please.
Oh boy.
Careful.
Uh-oh. Hang on, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. Don't mess this up. Don't worry, Mrs. Puff. We have this under control.
Oh, that's right. That's what sends us to Glove World.
Well then, we're just
Whoopsies.
no worries. We'll just start. We'll just save here, and we'll just resume. I thought there was gonna be another portal lead, but I guess this is this is endgame. This is endgame territory.
Yes, it is. This is the final area of the game.
This all the time.
Get out of the crater.
The crater.
Poor bearer calling for best friend support. Over. Patrick.
Oh, that's right. We're all alone. in the darkness
Oh.
of
First
Glove
I
World.
lost Bikini Bottom, and now I've lost my best friend.
Loser.
No!
I didn't even feel the dramatics in that
As long
one.
as I keep trying, I'm gonna find Patrick, and together we will bring Bikini Bottom back to normal.
Which we will worry about next part. Because, yeah, now that we literally have every area available to us now, and that's really all that's left.
Alright.
So, stay tuned next time, everybody, as we head on to the jellified Glove World.
Let's do it.